have, they have Air Force. Couldn't these UFOs coming over a part of Air Force of another alien nation or another star nation or
Yeah, well, I
whatever?
mean, people
Yeah,
have encountered these things. I mean, including pilots,
yeah,
um, military pilots, and there's talk of these craft seem perfectly capable of defending themselves against anything we have,
yes,
and they do.
yes,
And sometimes they will attack as well, and they'll do a lot of damage.
yes. Yes, yeah, that's absolutely right. The thing with it, Ben, of course, is that I know with the last incident that happened to me when they came in over the house when I was asleep having an afternoon nap and announced their presence, and I knew that they'd come over the house. There was this whooshing noise over the house, and I was fast asleep, but I knew it was them. And I don't know whether I've been discussed this with you on a panel, but basically it was definitely them, and they were definitely announcing that they were here, and it was just like they'd come to say hello. But as I said to the Tynemouth UFO group on Sunday, what were they doing really? They presented me with one thing. They said that they didn't say anything specifically. It was all imagery. There was under no doubt that they were over the house and it was them, and they were being cloaked and they were respectful of airspace. I got the impression that they were very respectful. They were in another country's airspace and they were just tootling along, having a little observation. But what were they doing really? Do you
Mm.
get me drift, Ben?
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
it's not always possible to sort of fathom their motives and their
no,
agendas. But there seems to
no.
be a wide. There's many different species. They seem to have a. They exhibit a very wide variety of behaviour, and
They
they
do.
seem to have a wide
The,
variety.
the guy I see, Ben, for example, and this is absolutely sodding hilarious because I find it funny, but the guy I see, I've been targeted by loons. I've had everything thrown at me. And the guy I see, this Scandinavian looking guy who ain't from round here, is about 30 years of age. Looks to be a scientific sort of guy. We'll just casually turn up, say hello, ask how I am, go on his way again, come back, do something else, disappear again. Just keeps checking in, checking out. And it's absolutely hysterically funny considering that the world is tearing itself apart and we're in denial.
Mm.
And we're in denial that we are alone in the universe. And I just find it darkly comical. And the fact of the matter is that during this liaison, they have said to me that you will not understand our science. They've said they've made that clear. I will not understand their science, but I will understand their spiritual beliefs, journey, and philosophy. And they're quite tribal, Ben. I bullshit you not. They're quite a tribal lot. They have this element of collective about them, which they probably would do if I don't know, if they're like a collective in some way rather than a conscious, like humans are very independent, aren't they? But these guys,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't quite know how it all fits together, but I just find it funny that they just turn up, go on their way again, as if they're just coming to say hello. And believe me, Ben, I've got my fair share of problems, mate, but this is really going on. I suppose the question then is it exotic technology? Is somebody testing artificial reality technology? Is somebody testing a kind of advanced technology? But judging by who they are and what they are, I've no doubt in my mind, because they're very different. They're just very different in approach and very different in what they look like. And they've flown over the house a couple of times. And they tell me that I'm going to film them again. So I don't know. Look, that will be the proof in the pudding, Ben, if I get them on camera again to come and say hello.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll obviously you keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on your YouTube channel, and we'll give out your links at the end of the interview.
Yeah,
And I want to come back to that subject, but